What's going on, guys? I'm Joe, and today I'm here to do a second Q&A and also read up some of the suggestions you guys posted for any kind of videos that I want to be trying out in the future, hopefully to expand my range of quality a little bit. I want to try doing this maybe every few months or so, try to keep things a little bit more up to date, and also as more movie news comes out so you can probably hear my general thoughts, because I do like to post them on Facebook page if I want to. So if you haven't subscribed to my Facebook page yet, the link is in the description below if you want to check that out. Let's get to it, shall we? First suggestion. Rachel Wagner says, I think series are kind of fun. I've done a number on my channel and it gives me some focus and something for hopefully people to look forward to the next installment. Or it's fun to hear about a hidden gem that you like so I can put them on my watch list. Okay. Series like movies that you probably wouldn't have heard about but that I recently found. Okay. I could probably try that. Marvin's channel says, try top 10 films that you don't like but everyone else loves, and top 10 films that you like that everyone else hates. And try game reviews. Keep up the great reviews. Thanks. Thanks, Marvin. I thought about doing a list like that, like top 10 movies I don't like but everyone else does, but then again, one, I haven't seen like a whole ton of movies that people would say that they hated that everyone else liked, and also I don't want to really possibly offend any of my friends here on YouTube, but then again, we all have different opinions, so why not? So to do that, it would probably take a really good, proper amount of time for me to watch those movies that I'm pretty sure I don't like that everyone else does. So to do that, it's probably going to take me a little while. But as far as the other list goes, the movies that I like that everyone else hates, I could drum up a few choices off the top of my head. But if I do that, I'm going to be here all day, so. And try game reviews. I did one game review, Batman Arkham Knight, and Star Wars Battlefront's coming up next week, so I'm probably going to do a review for that as well. And the Uncharted game, Uncharted 4, is coming up next year. So I'm going to be reviewing that too. But if you're talking about games that I played before in the past, you never know. I might pop out one, and I absolutely want to do an in-depth review of The Last of Us. I'd love to do something like that. But I also need to find the right balance of beats, if you know what I mean, in order to do a proper review of it. So to talk about something like that, I also have to offer a new perspective on it. So it's going to take me a while to do a review on that. I want to talk about it one day on this channel, but that will take me a while. So please be patient. Thanks again, Marvin. Tom Blakeney Reviews asks, outside of the Spider-Man movies, what is your favorite Tobey Maguire movie? Cider House Rules is probably my favorite, but it's really down to that and... God, there's a lot to pick. Seabiscuit, it's been a while since I've seen Seabiscuit, but I do remember really liking that one. Ice Storm was pretty good. Pleasantville also was pretty good too. Brothers, he's fantastic in. It's a good movie. It's a little hard to watch though. Great Gatsby was good. Pawn Sacrifice, which came out recently, is probably another favorite of mine. And it's one of those movies where I actually don't really see Tobey Maguire, just like in Brothers, because it's really hard to disappear into a character, I guess, for a lot of actors out there, because you really got to commit yourself to it, and Tobey Maguire did that perfectly. I'd say it's down to Cider House Rules and Pawn Sacrifice. Those are my favorites. What movies did you think would be awful but ended up being good? I could come up with recent stuff, though. There's two that come to my mind. First, The Water Diviner with Russell Crowe. I did a review of that a few months ago. My mom wanted to see it, and she loves Russell Crowe, so I thought, alright, why not? I mean, I like Russell Crowe as an actor, so I might as well see what this is like for him, and it's his directorial debut. I didn't absolutely love it, but I ended up really enjoying myself, so pleasantly surprised by it. It's not perfect, but I, for the most part, was entertained with it. I'd say pretty good job. And the biggest example I could give, Jurassic World, earlier this year. I didn't think it was going to be good at all, and what do you know? About 20 minutes in, I just went, this movie is a lot of fun, and I'm really, really into it. And I've watched it a few more times since then. I still think it's a really good movie. It's not perfect at all. I wasn't expecting it to be, and I wasn't expecting it to be just like the first Jurassic Park. But I'd say it's a pretty solid B+ or A-. It goes in between on those fronts. And the last bit of questions we got is from 22 Tiger Dude. How you doing, man? First question, what would be your reaction if Tobey Maguire showed up at your house asking if he could use your restroom because he's in a rush? Oh, God. Well, first of all, I'd be ecstatic that he showed up on my front doorstep, and I would say, you, sir, do whatever the hell you want. If you want a can of soda, go ahead, take it. We got plenty. Oh, God. I'd probably lose myself seeing that it was Tobey Maguire on the front doorstep. But, yeah, I'd let him use the bathroom if he had to use it. Oh, God. I wonder where you came up with that one. 2. What's your biggest fear? God. There's a couple. I don't want to get into like big details or anything, but I'm terrified of bees. I'm scared to death of them. Like Indiana Jones is afraid of snakes, or his dad's afraid of rats. That's my fear. Bees. That's one of them. And I have a little bit of fear of public speaking. I've relaxed a little bit since I'm in front of the camera, but talking in front of an actual group of people, that's a bit nerve-wracking in a lot of respects, for me anyway, because I'm always afraid somebody's going to say, "Boo, you suck," that kind of thing. It's never happened, but I always have that fear that something like that's going to happen, and my voice always shakes, and I always get nervous every time I have to go make a speech in school, present a report, or whatever. Question 3. What are some TV shows you keep up with today? Really, I just keep up with The Flash. I want to watch Season 4 of Arrow, but I need to watch Season 3. I just need to find the right time to do it. I've been busy with homework lately and work, trying to figure out what I'm doing for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Yeah, it's just really hectic. The only show that I can really keep up with is The Flash, and I've rewatched Daredevil a few times to get ready for Season 2 next year, but it's really The Flash that I've been keeping up with the most recently. I want to watch Blacklist with James Spader at one point, but yeah, The Flash is really what I've been keeping up with, and I'm really liking what we're seeing so far, and I can't wait to see Zoom. Question 4. How do you feel about a King Kong vs. Godzilla movie coming out in 2020? Yeah, I'm sorry. If you were looking for an awesome, excited response, I don't really have anything to say. Just hope it's good. I'm not really into monster movies, so I guess that kind of doesn't really help either. But yeah, that's just me. Whatever. Question 5. How do you feel about the Ant-Man sequel, Ant-Man and the Wasp, coming out in 2018? I'll pay money to see that. I'm definitely coming there. I really enjoyed the first Ant-Man. I thought it was a really good movie, in my opinion. And I'm really looking forward to seeing where else the series can go. I mean, Paul Rudd, Michael Douglas, Evangeline Lilly, perfect trifecta right there. How do you say that? But yeah, I'm definitely going to go check it out when it gets released. 6. What's your favorite snack to eat while watching a movie? I don't eat theater popcorn anymore, because last time I did it for Bridge of Spies, I thought I was going to throw up later that night, so I decided no more popcorn from the movie theater anyway. As alternatives, I usually eat Kit Kat bars and pretzel bites, and I drink a bottle of water. That's basically what I eat in the theater, because a lot of times theater snacks, they put some stuff in there that can really make you just go, ugh. What is a movie you think should never be remade? Never be remade? Back to the Future. Don't you dare remake Back to the Future. Leave it be. Leave it alone. And don't ever remake Star Wars either. I know some people are going to say that Force Awakens is doing that. I don't think that's the case. But if you're talking about redoing the same thing, like bring Luke Skywalker back by a different actor for Han Solo or Leia, whatever, don't do that either. But most of all, do not remake Back to the Future. Leave that alone. There's been talk about that for the last 15 years or so. I hope to God that does not happen. What's your favorite score from Hans Zimmer? Wow. That's a good one. Man, I don't remember the Inception theme that much. I do remember the whole bum, bum, but that's about it. The Interstellar theme, I don't really remember that too much either. Be too easy to go with the Dark Knight trilogy music. That's probably the one that comes to my mind, especially the musical piece where Batman's being chased by the cops in Gotham after he's trying to get Rachel away from Arkham Asylum back to his house. And the same thing in Dark Knight Rises when he reemerges to chase after Bane after he robs the stock exchange. It's that music where it's like dun 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 dun. Like, you probably get what I mean. That's probably the one that sticks out in my mind. What's your favorite score from John Williams? Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Oh, it probably will have to be Star Wars. But then again, you got others that he's done. Jaws, Superman, Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, the Harry Potter theme that he did in the first 3 movies. It's so hard to pick a favorite score that he's done. But if I had to choose, it would probably be the Star Wars theme. It's just timeless, that theme. Never gets old. Especially some of the others, like the Battle of Endor, the Battle of Yavin, the TIE Fighter attack sequence where the TIE Fighters attack the Millennium Falcon in the first one, or like the musical piece when Luke leaps up into the air, catches his lightsaber on Jabba's sail barge, or the musical theme where the Falcon's being chased by the TIE Fighters in the asteroid field. Oh man, there's so many great musical pieces in those movies, especially even in the prequels. Even if you don't like the prequels, you got to admit, the score in those three movies is also really great. The Duel of the Fates, Padme's Ruminations, the final musical theme in the end of Attack of the Clones, when Palpatine's looking out over the clone army. That's a pretty cool theme in my opinion. And especially the final theme at the end of Revenge of the Sith when Luke and Leia are left to their adopted families. I mean, get some kind of an emotional response out of me. Even if the movie isn't that great, it still manages to pull me in a little bit. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what kind of musical score he's got for Force Awakens. And the final question, 10. What's your guilty pleasure? God, I'm gonna regret this. Titanic. James Cameron's Titanic. I actually love that movie. I love it. I'm sorry. People say it's overrated. Okay, fine. You know, if you hate it, okay, whatever. But I love the movie. I think it's awesome. It's cheesy as hell in a lot of ways. Especially the whole, I'm flying, Jack, I'm flying. Oh, God. But it is kind of a cool moment where you see the camera movement sweeping around the boat and all that stuff. And that last act where the ship's sinking, that's really intense stuff. And DiCaprio, he's great in that movie. And Kate Winslet, she's really great too. God. Sorry. She is beautiful in that movie. Whew. Okay, getting off topic here. But yeah, James Cameron's Titanic. That's my guilty pleasure. And his video suggestions say top 10 underrated movies or top 10 overrated movies. And Marvin's channel said something like that earlier on. But sure, I'll consider those. Well, those are all the questions I got. So thank you guys for your suggestions and the questions that you sent me. Really glad to hear from you guys. And hopefully, if you're up for doing more of these in the future, Q&As, I'd be up for it, and hopefully doing a live hangout Q&A session at some point. So thank you all once again for watching, and I'll see you next time.